Hello viewers, welcome to official channel of Freelance Expert Opinion. Today we are going to discuss Article 51 of United Nations Charter, which discusses about the right of self-defense of individual and collective self-defense. We will discuss its provisions that when a state can exercise its right to self-defense under the provision of Article 51 of the Charter of United Nations, and what are the conditions and prerequisites for exercising this right. And we will discuss about the UN Charters in detail. United Nations Charter was found in 1945 to ensure international peace, security and cooperation among the member states, and the member states are bound to follow and abide by all its legal provisions. And the UN Charter, comprising of 111 articles, which discuss about the different subjects of peace, security and international cooperation. Article 51 of the Charter discusses about the right to self-defense, and it's included in Chapter 7 of the UN Charter. The key phrase of the article is as follows: nothing in the present Charter shall impair the inherent right of individual or collective self-defense. So here it is clearly stated that every state has the inherent right to exercise its right of self-defense until UN Security Council takes action, and there are some conditions that the reply or the response should be immediate and proportionate to the attack. So this is clear from the Article 51 of the UN Charter that every state has the right of self-defense, either individual or collective self-defense, but for that UN Security Council need to be intimated. The conditions of self-defense are that the response should be to an armed attack. So that response must be in response to an armed attack, and the second condition is that the UN Security Council must be informed about the situation, and the response must be immediate and proportionate. It's mandatory that the response of self-defense should proportionately match with the attack, and it should balance out the attack. And the collective self-defense can be exercised by states or its allies for themselves or their allies, and it's mandatory that the consent or request must be intimated and approved from the UN Security Council. If we talk about the example of exercise of self-defense under Article 51, then United Nations and this charter article was exercised by the NATO after 9/11, and consequently Afghanistan was invaded in 2001 after interpreting it as the collective self-defense, and Iraq war in 2003 is also interpreted as a collective self-defense, but there are certain disputed legal basis for this, and interpretation of the self-defense is interpreted by different states for their self-interest too, but the UN Security Council, being the watchdog, has the mandate to determine and examine the right of self-defense, whether a state claiming to self-defense has genuine conditions for self-defense and preservation of their sovereignty. So if we conclude the Article 51, so it's clear that the main purpose of this article is to ensure that territorial integrity and state sovereignty and self-preservation is protected, and the right of states is protected, as well as maintaining a global peace. so that this article is interpreted in a transparent manner. So this is all about the Article 51 of UN Charter, and in the next video we will further explain about other articles of the UN Charter. Thank you so much for watching Freelance Expert Opinion. Thank you.